In any case, are we all ready?
Yep. We're ready. Yeah. So, yeah, we left off.
About to say, does anyone cap? Since it's been 2 weeks.
We left off with a destroyed drone that we got out of a vent.
Right.
And verifications, if commander was killed on the base, and now we have to find out who it was.
Well, it wasn't the commander, it was the Kafal, the I don't know what his position was, like the what was he? He was like I know he was like a supernumerary to our troops, but I don't know exactly what he did.
Wait. What, who did?
The Kafal.
The Kafal? You'd have to find that out.
Wait, I don't know what he did?
Oh.
Oh, huh.
So verification doesn't know what his position was.
Well, he was advisor to the base.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Oh, I thought you meant like...
Location? Nah. Okay. So we just killed the tentacle sneaker droid, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I think it's a self-destruct.
Yeah, that's what happened. It was like...
While Sprawl was like wrapped around it, I think. To shield us from the explosion.
Oh, really?
Well, he did originally to capture it and it exploded inside the capture.
Yeah. That's I think was it, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
And I think there's one guy who was like specialized in drones among the Earth team. I guess.
There were two actually. There were two people who were trained in. Were
drone with the drone units. One was Galactic Sting, and one was the captain. And unfortunately, I'm not convinced. I'm not sure if I have the authority to arrest one of them.
How much is left of the drone, by the way?
Metal, scraps.
Okay.
Burnt circuit. Yeah.
Yeah. Rock and roll approaches it. It says, "All right, let me handle this. Maybe I can analyze it with my high advanced technology." And then he starts just bashing the scraps with his guitar.
Are you sure that is the analytical end of your instrument?
No, that's how we do it. He starts smashing it more and more.
Only freak.
Alright.
Oh my god, actually?
That's exactly what
You think I'm going to stop the rock and roll Sentai person from inventing new ways of inheriting technology? Why do you think the only other people to ever stop them is the evil pop world? No one is gonna...
So, does this run on just MST3K logic?
Baby, it's gonna be some deep hurting if you try to understand this logic.
Yeah. Based on rock and roll.
Alright, you're gonna have to take a condition, make it temporary and stable.
Perhaps if I performed a multimodal reflection sort of the resonance cascade resultant from your
Yeah.
Verification starts wubbing and it helps.
Yeah, the speakers are just
Spend a team.
Yeah.
Get a full hit.
Yeah.
Rock and roller, as you swam down on the last piece of circuitry, you finally get connected to the rhythm.
Yeah. He finds like a very especially nice looking part and just pops it in his mouth and crunches on it. All right, I got it.
And in your brain, kind of go into this haze, this super powered haze. It's purple,
Ooh.
and
I fucking get it.
I hope someone would.
I was like, man, no one else is gonna make a comment on that excellent rock statement.
And as this purplish haze infuses with you, and the character goes from your eyes, you see the last few commands of the drone inherited in an override from the back of its owner. Guitar slipping, like guitar falling down on the former's back. So it gets the command, kill the cameras for ease of access.
Ooh. Someone's trying to cover the tracks.
And that is what you get.
Yeah.
At this point in time, we see Sprawl kind of like looking down for a second. He kind of like, there's just a sudden big helmet, and he says, I'm going to go check on something from one camera. You try to pre-stick together and continue on this route. And he marches off.
You got it.
Hmm.
The janitorial team is now coming in. Start picking pieces.
Hmm.
Now slightly bashed.
Hmm. Say, I pull aside the highest ranking member of the janitorial team. Say, did anyone tell you to come here?
No, sir. We detected firearms and an explosion, says the corporal.
Oh, carry on then.
Yes, for the
Hmm.
collective will.
For the collective will.
You know, those generals can just like walk around. They could like hide like evidence, right? And just like just like stare at the janitors.
One of the janitors is always just he's holding this weird stick and he's back at you, rocking.
What did he say? You're breaking up a little bit.
One of the janitors has this kind of like weird stick and he's looking at rocking back as like the other two start putting in. It's a different guy than the one you talked to. Verification.
Hmm. I must locate Galactic Sting.
The grunts come across the corner and they walk over and say, that agent has been in the training room all day.
Let's see.
Running simulations.
Okay. Thank you. Ensure that this is returned to the evidence area.
The janitors just look at you and go, sure, we'll send it down there. Do you want a label you want to put in it?
Where it was found. And then I rattle off the investigation ID.
All right. One of them kind of just takes a pen and laser stencils the ID code on to like the metal box, putting it. They take it with them to the opposite direction they came, and the direction you just came from.
Right. Okay.
So the drones kind of just look at you and go, "Do you want us to show you to the simulations? Or
No. I need you to no. Go to the captain's room and inform me as soon as he is left his room."
they nod, and go, all right, we'll let you know on the comms.
Thank you. With the collective will.
Collective will. They kind of off together.
Okay, so I take off in the direction of the training room. I'm hoping everyone follows.
I guess.
Yep. He gave you command. He's following your every order.
I think halfway through, Rockroll starts screaming, "Oh my god, they're on the ceiling! Look up, guys!"
Bastion has fire sparks to his hand and looks up and he's ready to blast something.
And so does Verification. He has the plasma lance one.
Yeah, and you guys look right into Rock'n'Roller's cell phone, and he just makes a selfie with all three of you. Nice. Like the fire in your hands, ready to shoot. I like that. The fans will love that, and I start putting that on my fan site in the internet.
Verification snatches it right out of his hands.
Oh no!
Not at this time.
Why? But the fans, they want to know who my new band members are.
We're performing an active investigation inside a secure facility.
Yeah, but the fans' verification, they're important.
The fans will know in time when we have completed when we have acquired all the information.
Okay, I got it. But can I have my cell phone back? And it kind of jumps up to your outstretched arm for you all.
Verification hands it back, and he's like, And then you see him snatching the air, or crushing the air behind it. Is damn these force feedback governors.
Bastion just has his face in his hands. He's just like, oh gosh.
Don't worry, Bastion. Fans will come your way too.
Oh my god.
Next time, please make it clear when it's for a selfie and not,
Yeah, but I would have told
dangerous.
you wouldn't have this passion in your eyes. Look at it.
Next time, I'm gonna accidentally flick fire your phone into pieces.
Oh well. Alright, fine. I behave. For now. I get all shifty eyed and look down the corridor.
He's like, that's good enough for now.
Verification's eyes just narrow. Regardless, I feel that I should fill you both in. There are 2 active suspects in the case as it stands. One person we are about to see, Galactic Sting, a Wetworks operative, and our esteemed captain. These are the only 2 individuals who have been trained with the weapons that have been used against us. As a result, it is reasonable to suspect that one of these 2, and I hope it's Galactic Sting, as much as it pains me to say it.
Wait, why do you hope that?
Because the captain would be way more of a situation.
I see.
Out of character, is Is the captain the highest authority here?
Right now,
Okay. Are there other higher authorities on Earth?
for the collective will?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh boy, there's no principle that we can tell the teacher on.
Then we have to take justice in our own hands.
Principal is kind of
Okay.
dead. I'm gonna tell you that.
Well, shit, teacher might have killed principal. Now we can't run to principal to talk about teacher. He thought through our every move.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Um. Just again out of character, can I say that I loaded a Chekhov's gun back in the Did I ever go? I went to the armory, right? No, I went to the evidence room.
Yeah, you passed. Well, no, at the armory
Okay, no,
was
I've
toward
got
it.
it. I've got it. Okay.
Yeah, I
I've
think
got
we
it.
went to both.
Yeah. So what does the training room look like?
Okay. So you get to the training room. It's this wide, kind of like hallway. Like think of it like this gymnasium, but instead of workout machine, like it's the fitness area is a level down. The training room is blocked up into the 8 what your people know as encounter room for different kind of training simu, and they're intense. Also, each room is large enough to hold on to your encounter suits for 3D motion.
Oh, nice.
So you can go up in a couple like 3 stories high, 4 in one room, and then there are just various widths and sizes to it. One can be like very narrow. You've been in a couple of before you got assigned your assignment verification. And you just see another like 2 guards looking on in this one room where there's still just active. That looks to be down the hallway. You walk down its room. It's stenciled 5 in the collective.
Okay.
To everyone, it looks like a weird. To Bastion a rock and roller, it looks like a weird form of Japanese.
Pretty
A weird form of what?
Japanese, like the kanji of 5. In any, you look through the window and you see them just marveling at this one sleek Mark-free encounter, heavily customized, going through 5 digital opponents, and you can see that on both of her arms are these kind of miniature plasma, about the size of maybe a 45 barrel.
Huh. Hmm.
That she is constantly throwing through all of these. She's only using her jetpack to assist her footwork on the ground to pass. She's not even not even flying.
So she's basically pulling gunslinger or like gun fu.
Basically, except it's more like Harwick from 40K, and she's kind of like pirouetting, dancing, and
Oh yeah.
Woo, pretty badass.
yeah, she's got some good funk. And the guards look at you and go, "Can we help you, investigator?"
Mm-mm. Has Galactic Sting been here the whole day?
Well, she arrived a couple hours ago and she had a meeting with a captain. Yeah, then she went immediately here after some food.
Hmm. Hmm. Is there a way to ask her to step out?
Yeah, there's an intercom system. It's on a panel by the door. It's built in.
I go to the panel and say, when you have completed this set, Galactic Sting, I would like to speak with you.
You get a click back. And, you just hear an affirmative.
I have a question.
Feminine, kind of. Oh, what?
Just a quick one. The drone had weapons, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the guy who got, what kind of weapon damage was it?
I think 3 like plasma shots, right?
Yeah, they matched. If I
Okay, yeah, I was gonna suggest perhaps she did it through a drone, but I wanted to make sure that that was even feasibly possible based on the information we had.
So
And
I
I couldn't
think,
remember because it's been a while.
so I think the drone didn't had like plasma. It had like close combat and lasers, right?
No, it
W-
did have. I mean, it had the stranglers. The it had the tentacles, but it
Yeah.
also had like the triple plasma lances, which is also what got the
Mm.
ow, the
The advisor.
yeah.
As you're kind of mulling this over on caters, she gets them all kind of like around her in this kind of like weird ass circle, and the most excessive burst of jet she's actually ever used the entire time, and she burst up into the air, and from at each joint of her body, kind of like discs pop out from her hips, from her kneecaps. Just two like little needles gets like two like little needles just jet out. Take two. The discs also kind of like do this like wash on the ground, and then from her shoulders, like on the back, these two kind of like cannons just port like blast up out of her, detach themselves from the armor, like hold themselves using just excessive jets, and then just blast around her in a circle.
So she has Paul drones.
She has a discus drone, which made all the simulation enemies fall to the ground. She had the two knee drones that just shot out of her, took another two just in the gut, and what would be a gut shot, and they lodged themselves into the protective wall. Those were just solid spikes.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's two cannons that popped out of her shoulder.
Right. Paul drones.
Paul drone?
Who's Paul?
Get pauldrons?
Oh, shoulder armor. No, it was like on her shoulder blade.
Okay, fair enough. But you know, it's hold on.
Like, aren't pauldrons like the armor pieces? Yeah, pauldrons are the armor piece on this. This would be on the back side of the paw.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Kind of like on the shoulder. So, and each of these, except the two needles, return to her.
Impressive.
You can tell it's a her finally because of the unit actually holding just a slightly more extended hip width.
Mm-hmm.
And her gait. She's only a bit shorter than you, verification, but definitely. And Galactus Sting walks out and goes, "Investigate. What service can for you?"
I'm afraid I am considering the death of the Kafal advisor. At this stage, I have 2 remaining suspects. Are you aware of what weapon the advisor was killed with?
3 plasma wind shots to the chest area, going down, I believe, or up, or it made a line. She points to like her chest, like kind of center her like sternum,
Are you aware?
and then to like the pelvis.
Are you aware of any weapon systems which by default create this pattern?
Drones could do it if you had them walked on and you could dance them. There's also the fact of maybe a weird kind of plasma land system that's either rapid fire or just simply, I don't know, like a crazy earth gun. I've seen some of their museums filled with their proto weapons, and I must say they must be deranged for ever thinking those would work.
Indeed. Tell me, are you proficient with any of these weapons?
Obviously, drones. I don't care much for the cannon, and obviously you saw my handiwork for rapid fire plasma lances.
Indeed. And you have been here this entire time?
For the most part.
Aside from eating?
That.
We still have camera feeds, right? Or camera records?
Yeah.
Okay.
Figure Roller like jumps on your shoulders of your suit and like just points at her. All right, lady. He's done with the nice questions. Now it's my turn. I've seen your handiwork. Can't tell me that it might have been you. You can probably pilot a drone and then pretend to train here, right? At the same time, while you're killing your advisors left and right.
I'm assuming your assignment is going well, verification.
Hey, you've taken out one of your drones. Here, do you recognize it? And there's like puke out like parts that I've swallowed before in front of her.
He just kind of looks at this and goes, maybe not.
That's one of yours, isn't it?
Obvious. I don't know. It's been regurgitated. You could have eaten a computer and I wouldn't know the difference.
Well, that was a drone that was in the vents. It was programmed to take out the cameras. You could have been everywhere.
In theory.
If you don't mind, I would like to download the program that you're operating on.
Mine?
The training one.
Oh, it's one of the presets.
Oh. Yes, I'm sure that it'll be feasible to cross-check that claim. You understand, of course.
Of course.
I go to the computer and ask it to download the file she's using, or put it in a quarantined file.
Sure, yeah, you managed to do that.
Okay.
Anything else? What does the quarantine file
Just like so that it can't run any executables.
Okay. So who would have access?
Just me.
Just
To
you?
the copy. Yeah. And anyone I give copy to.
All right.
Thank you, Galactic Sting. I believe it is feasible to carry on.
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on you, lady. I give her like the point at my eyes and then point at her motion.
Bastion rolls his eyes as yet again we prove that we are not good at interacting with women. Our track record with women is probably outside of the sort of successful negotiations with God, I can't remember the name of the woman who teleported.
The witch?
Yeah, the witch. What was her name?
I don't know. You
She was the only one who was female that we handled well. The other instances we were talking like to that one apprentice, we hit on her pretty. One of us hit on her pretty. The female ghostwriter.
Oh
we just don't seem to handle women well in our team.
Yep. Let's see. So. I open a channel to the two guards, and or to the two troopers that are watching. And I tell them, keep watching, keep learning. Oh, and if I tell you to, cut the connections to this room and run.
Why?
The network connections, just in case.
All right, investigator. For the collective will.
For the collective will. Okay, so I leave there, and I go to the captain's quarters.
Okay. So,
Are those three troopers there?
2 troopers. The other 2 were. The other one was now just guarding the vent.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. Has the captain Has the captain left his quarters yet?
He never came by.
Oh wait, who's in his office with him? Was he in
Whose
his
office?
The captain's office.
No, he never came by.
Where is he then?
They shrug.
Hmm. I open it. I query the. Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, I need to cross check Galactic Sting's story. The cameras back her up. Like she's been there the whole time, right?
So yeah, you read down to Buttress's head into an office. Like one of the ease of access terminal around kinda you pop out off, like you go into the wall and
Yeah.
you log in of course, and then you have to log in, and after you punch that in, look up the records, and it's give me
Oh, unleash powers.
well, you're scrolling through it. It's not like you're raising your awareness.
Yeah.
What is this for?
The disc.
Yeah, to figure out whether
And-
it's.
For Galactic Sting's alibi.
Wouldn't it maybe superior? Because you're probably also checking if the footage is doctored at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Uh,
Because that would be important to know.
okay.
Damn.
So yeah, you're looking through its stacks, and then through the video, there's another person who acts. There's another agent who acts, and it's Forked Tongue comes up.
Who? What?
Forked Tongue. The
Who's doing what?
you see a interchange. The intercom system goes, the advisor's dead. And she goes, and the simulation stops, and you see on the cam, and she walks towards the window and goes, dead. The old one finally keeled over from what? He goes, well, it wasn't age. Some are saying he's murdered. And he goes, plasma lamp. She goes, well, they'll have a hell of a time trying to pin this on. I was down here He goes, already working through the books of paranoia, huh? Don't worry about it. But the captain might want a general meeting once the new kid gets back. He goes, you know he has a code name too, right? He goes, I don't understand why he's here. He's not like us. He's not ruthless by any measure. Passionate and prideful, sure, but not like us. She goes, "Do you think he'd be useful?" He goes, "We'll see. I don't even know if the others are useful yet." And she goes, "We'll see soon."
Hmm.
And are we watching these videos with you?
Yeah, it'd be pretty
yeah,
easy.
Actually, as he does that, I think Rock'n'Roller takes Sam aside. Yo, Sam,
Yeah.
got an idea. Let's break into the commander's, the captain's room and then find some dirt.
I mean, can't he just ask to go in there as investigator?
I don't know, but that's not cool.
I'd rather not get my friend in trouble.
Yeah, but we don't we don't do it because he wants it. It's because we do it, so he won't get in trouble, right?
I'm not sure if that's the way it works in the collective will. We're under his supervision.
Yeah, but Sam, we can just like sneak into those vents. They seem to lead like everywhere, right?
Well, let's put that one on the back burner but there is something I want to talk to verification about. Something about that conversation rubbed me the wrong way.
All right, sure. I trust your logic, Sam.
Hmm.
Give you a
Thanks.
thumbs up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the second you turn around, you already hear someone clinking in the vents.
Son of a bitch. He just walks in up to verification. Hey, you think you might want to talk to her about the nature of the conversation she had with the advisor? That part at the end about being useful or not seemed strange.
It is plausible that Forked Tongue and Galactic Sting are in league of some kind, but that does not necessarily indicate that they are prepared to eliminate the advisor.
Yeah, and he says, yeah, I guess so, but it would also open up some options on your end, wouldn't it?
How so?
Well, if he's involved, we need to look more into what he was doing today. If they were in on it together.
Possible. But Forked Tongue does not have qualification with these tools. Galactic Sting does, but she clearly has a alibi. Although, can I run a comparison on the computer between the two between the code she's running like a default training program, she said, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then what she I should be able to compare it to another default training program and see if just whether the code is the same.
For the training room?
Yeah.
Yeah, you check it open. It matches. She's been in there practically all the time for different.
So, for the thing that you were checking up, are you checking who can use the weapons or who has access to the weapons?
Who's qualified to use them?
Well, and yeah, I guess what I'm asking there is, does that mean that she's the only one who knows how to use them, or she's the only one authorized to own one?
She and the captain are the only two who have been trained in their proper usage.
Because if they were together, she could always give it to him.
I do not believe that it is a question of access. I believe that it is a question of capacity. These
No,
are not swords and shields. Or these are not spears and shields. These are extremely complicated.
he nods and he's like, "Well, just trying to give him more ideas that does not involve climbing through the vent. By the way, you may want to ask for permission to investigate the captain's quarters like right away. And by right away, I mean like right now. I don't know how fast Rock and Roller is moving.
Well, I suppose we should make preparations to perform rapid entry.
Yeah, just so just ask for permission and act like we had permission when he goes in that room.
I open a comm channel to the captain.
It takes a couple minutes, but you kind of just hear him kind of like moving down a hallway and goes, "What is it, investigator?"
Captain, where are you?
Heading to the hangar bay just to make sure it's all locked down. One of the last agents are there, and I don't want them getting antsy.
Acknowledged. I will meet you there.
He goes, affirmative, and he clicks off.
I immediately start running to the hangar bay because I don't want him getting in a ship.
I'm following. And Rock and Roller is on his own adventure.
Yep.
You wanted a side game, Cal.
Hey, I'm helping.
We
will find that out soon enough. Man, it's going to be awkward if this guy tries to fight us. We'll have two people.
I'm gonna take a rock and roller with you if you're not prepared for rock and roll and rebellion.
Yeah, it just so happened that Rock and Roller's debut was in the most rule-regulated area possible.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Welcome to the greater scheme of things. It doesn't accommodate player character event.
So yeah, we're hurrying, I guess.
Yeah, so you guys are running, and we swap over to Rock and Roller. You're just murmuring, and then you hear them running and getting the idea of, oh sweet, they're going to get into the captain's place, and it's going to be...
Wait, what? Who's saying this?
Like you're thinking to Rock and Roll, and you shuffle through the vents. You have your guitar out in front of you like a rifle, kind of like through.
Pretty much.
And eventually you hit through one of the grates and then get into this very shadowed room. It's only light up by how many odd terminals there are into this humongous server bank, and there's a desk, and over there you can see like weapon locker. And this room kind of just goes forward for about maybe 20 feet before entering a shutter in front of the door.
Shutter. So yeah, he securely locked us up. Seems. Huh. Are there like plasma rifles, like modified plasma rifles among the weaponry?
Are you sneaking of any kind, or are you just walking around?
I guess in my rock and roller way, we'll be sneaky in a very cartoonish way, like slipping around on my tippy toes.
So yeah, you get on your tippy toes and start like forward nonchalant in this kind of very like Tom and Jerry badass way.
Totally.
So you kind of like your whole body's like undulating, stabbing, kind of like getting over,
Pretty much.
and then you're like, how do you want to approach the box? Going to directly in front of it and try and flip it open.
I guess just like normal.
So yeah, you go in front of it and you get to a panel. You try to open it, and it opens up the panel and goes, and you just hear this kind of like weird alien just burb, send a burb at you, and you what you assume to be a keypad.
I think I hook up my guitar to it.
There's no ports for you to hook up your.
I jam just the thing into the keypad.
I'd make a port for my guitar.
Yeah, that's the Rockstarian way to handle things. Rockstarian technology doesn't care for ports. You just make yourself one.
My God, that sounds kind of horrible.
It
The
is.
Super Sentai business is hurting my brain.
All technology can always use a little amping up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The one-liner.
Why did you
Oh,
not make
God.
this character?
Yeah. Why did you?
Jesus fucking Christ. Roll me a freaking. Roll me superior rock and roller.
Actually, pretty much second best stat. Here we go. Oh shit!
Yeah. You make a port. Alright. You jam it right into like the screen that like you heard the blurb out of. Because sound reacts to sound, right? And then you just hear horrible alarms come off. And then
Oh God.
from the kind of like data ports, there comes this 2 more of those centipede things.
Oh
Oh,
god!
What do you do?
Where is he again?
So,
Is he just
I
in a
mean, I
room?
pretty much made a pause. I think I want to overload the old system.
You want to overload the whole system.
Overload, yeah. With
He wants to rock this party.
yeah. So it just shuts down him totally. So
Roll me danger.
oh no, danger! Shit,
Oh man.
no, everything
Oh.
goes wrong. But I level up.
All right, so you kind of just like try to just start. You look at the port and you just kind of like start strumming and kind of like and from the port you just see this like Guitar Hero interface show up and you're just
Yeah.
missing everything.
Yeah, it's
Like
right.
it's just this rhythm that sounds horrible to you in the first place, and you're like, no, I gotta play it properly, but it doesn't match up.
It-
And so
yeah, it's Fire and Flames by Dragon Force.
and so in this kind of like moments of I'm just hating right now, you have they put the like the drone strangle you. One like lands on top of your head and wraps around it, and the other one like goes around your leg. Can you roll me take a powerful blow as they're kind of like latching on and
Okay. Shit.
all right, choose enough.
Oh
Oh.
jeez.
Let's see.
Come on, man. You gotta just keep on rolling.
Swear to God.
Oh man.
What a fun.
like my Limp Bizkit reference. 'Cause he deserved to be in the limelight ever again.
Oh my God.
Okay, I guess I give ground because I'm pretty much entangled by my opposition.
Oh
And
my
I think
god.
through the comm, you just hear rock roller scream profanities. that you
So yeah, you just start hearing profanity starting to just be screamed over your community.
Can you like locate where he is and all?
What? Ah!
And Walking Roller, you eventually get to one of the courts where you just strum it, and both of like the drones kind of like just swap their bodies off of you and then start rotating around you.
Ah!
And you're kind of like your back is like against like you're now on top of like the chest you were trying to get in.
Yes.
I just turn to him and say, "You go help him out."
I don't. Where? Did he actually make it to the quarters?
Probably.
Where is that?
Oh dear.
You don't have like a map or something? He's just like getting more and more urgent as he's hearing louder and louder screaming.
Computer, can you guide him there?
Like person from operations goes, my ID number is in computer.
8675-309, please.
No, see, it's 868 for Yona.
They always replace this position so quickly.
Investigator, your order.
Get him over to the captain's quarters. He needs to perform rapid entry.
On it, and and you start getting directions fed into Bastion.
Yep, he gets some of the air conditioning, pulls himself up, and fucking flies as fast as he can.
Oh my
He's like,
god.
God damn it!
I mean, that seems to be the fastest way around the base so far.
Oh, yeah. Can you roll me freak for that?
That's gonna be fun. Ooh, I'm there.
All right, so you get to the doors and the doors open and like you just see this like dark place and you just see like Rock and Roller just like pulling out this horrible sounds out of the guitar and it's like latched into and it's like and poured from it into like the chest he's standing on.
Sam, I got this. Trust me. It's just like,
Can I generate some burn?
Yes, you always.
Hey, I'm good. Wow, I'm actually doing well for one. One immediately to snatch him out of this stupid fucking situation.
I was so close, Sam. Please.
Oh my gosh.
Rock and Roller, your port is traveling along with you.
Yeah, just rip out the hole and keep it with me.
Well, no, actually, the wire extends as you're getting pulled away towards Sam by it.
Okay. Yeah.
Divine wind, as he's just
As
like,
you kind of like pull him like with this miniature tornado.
yeah, and you go flying into his hand, and he's like, "Really, man?"
Like, I had this, man. Just a few more seconds.
He looks at all the bots that are on alert. I really doubt that.
Look, Sam. He clearly has something to hide.
Like his personal belongings.
Well, look at the arsenal. I wouldn't surprise me if the weapon that we searched for is here or was here.
I mean, your ideas aren't wrong. Your method is going to get us killed. He's looking at these bots. Are they still like freaking out?
No, he's calming down, but yeah, there's still some weirdness with his guitar going on. makes this weird sounds that like sparks electricity.
Sure, that thing's like, all right. It's looking a little.
So, you're gonna have to try and close the door. Because they're now rolling toward Rocket.
Yeah, I had a feeling those bots were still gonna do something.
Come on, let me try. At least the door I can close.
And,
I mean, why does he have these these things guarding all the stuff if he doesn't have something to hide?
I mean, he's the captain. Close the door. You said you wanted to do it.
I do. And it's just
roll freak.
all right.
Mm-mm.
I'm useful. Yay!
Yeah, so you kind of like, you like put in like the correct, pitches, and the door starts like snatching closed, and like just yank out like the cord, and it immediately just like zips back into the guitar, and that kind of like entrance from your guitar just shuts,
Yeah, and like,
and you just hear and like the door just closes, and now you hear like like futuristic weapon fire from the side, so you're like pew, 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 like you're like hearing the pew pew sound, and you're like, that's not right, but you can, as you like put your ear against the door, it's getting hotter.
So yeah, Bastion, who is still floating in the air because he never stopped flying, is going to just go, time to intercept the captain, and flies away as fast as possible from the
Yeah.
problem over here.
Rockroll just runs
Oh
after you.
no, you guys didn't actually get to investigate anything?
Not
Well, we have
really.
to fight those bots, and we
Oh,
don't know if
God.
you're actually going to intercept this guy.
Actually, I think.
No, I mean, like, we don't know if this guy's gonna bail, so I can't just stay and investigate and fight these bots.
So, as you leave, the two guards kind of like look at you and then look at the door and go, and they just kind of like just continue looking at the door and just pull up their gun toward the door.
Tell them
I
something.
mean, I can go. Do you want to handle this? Should I go with Doom Guy?
Rock and roller, you, I mean, verification, you get a thing from the guards and going, on the general operations channel going, I'm gonna need an encounter suit team at the captain's headquarters. Contact with unknown security system.
Okay. How
And
close to my
your tortoise reply on my, and forked tongue reply on my way.
In the background, can you hear faintly Rock'n'Roller screaming?
You hear a very heavy sigh come from Bastion.
Yeah, on your superhero channel, you hear just sigh and kind of like panting noise, and then verification. You're running through the hall. You're almost at the hangar, and then you see forked tongue, and he goes, "You're not answering the distress."
I have to see to the captain. Also, my mouth is killing me right now. Sorry. I'm not gonna do the voice.
That's fine, man. I don't do this at all. And you see forked tongue, and he has kind of like twin cannon on his arm,
Wait a minute. Would
and
his-
he has no pauldron on, but he still is in what you see as a customized mark. And he looks like he has like two like helmets on. Like they're both like, it's more than just your mirrored. It's like they're one
Huh. Say, would his... Ow. Would his armor happen to be able to cause the same pattern of.
Weapon damage?
Yeah.
You'd have to look into suit's personal systems to check for that kind of forensic.
Okay, too hard. All right, I continue to finding the captain.
Okay. He just kind of like looks at you, kind of like walk by towards the hangar and go, why are you heading towards the hangar? I thought you're supposed to be investigating. The place is on lockdown after all.
I am investigating.
He kind of just shakes his head and just keeps going.
Step in front of him. Captain, at this juncture, I have eliminated all but Galactic Sting and yourself.
Oh, you don't meet the captain.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was just forked tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Where is the captain?
You get into the hangar and you start scanning for like an encounter suit, and the place is on lockdown. Like the only thing there is a line of basic security bots at the hangar doors. There's security counters by the console. All of them are the highest one is one below your wing, and the corporal you met earlier comes by investigator. How can I help you?
Where's the captain?
I have not.
He hasn't left. He hasn't entered this room.
No one can leave until the lockdown is lifted, and that can only be done by the conjoined and collective will of you and the captain.
Then where is he?
I don't know. Maybe check with the head of security.
All right, I go to the comm. Patch me through the head of security.
Compliance investigator, but he's pretty busy at this moment. The captain's quarters has.
I'm aware of that. And tell him to ignore that. We have people on that. He doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to worry about that. Not right now.
Compliant. You kind of see the chief of security going, and he kind of like knocks on the cone and goes, "Investigator, I'm dealing with multiple problems at the moment."
One of them is the captain's location.
How did you know about his suit locator going off?
I didn't. He lied to me. He indicated he was heading for the hangar.
Last time I saw his transponder was at the advisor's office in quarters.
I run off in that direction. Can you check the cameras? Anywhere.
Sure, I'll start running an algorithm. Rock and Sam, you like fly past this alternatively new encounter suit with no pauldron, twin cannons on each arms, and what looks to be a superbly like heavy backpack, like gigantic.
Yeah, he kind of takes note of that and says, verification, any luck finding the captain?
Negative. His suit transponder's off. How close are you to the
Oh, you wouldn't know, would you? Rats.
You gotta give me a location name, man.
The advisor's office.
Hey, he quickly turns to the guy who's heading off. Hey,
He stops for a second, goes and it switches into, and you can hear it's like doctored, and he goes, "What?" And it's a superbly like robot tone. It's almost like he's speaking through a trans.
Oh my god.
I need the location of the advisor's office immediately.
Sign. And he kind of just starts like making directions with his arm of like right, left, right, up, right.
And he's like, rock and roller, try to follow that, and he heads there as soon as possible.
Up, down, left, right, A. Would I notice?
This guy's sweet.
And he runs off.
Bastion, that guy looks sweet, even for all the Doom guys running around here.
Yeah. Plan on relaying that to verification as I head over, and he's like, fine. And he's describing, I guess, that guy in his voice. He's like, man, that voice, again,
Wait.
that's the second thing about him that felt off.
Stop. You follow him instead.
He stopped.
Already on it?
Okay. He follows him instead. He's like, man, I'm flying back and forth a lot today.
Wait. Did you say? Oh wait, is Rock and Roller following him?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Already.
you.
Like, before Sam even, like, calmed you.
I want to try and link up with him, with Rock and Roller. Ow.
Okay, so where's Sam going?
Yeah, do you want me to go to the advisor or follow this guy?
The advisor.
Okay, he's gonna head to the advisor then.
Yo, Ziggy Stardust, talk to me.
And double check those directions.
It's like, I'll try. And he just asks people along the way to make sure that he can get there.
Roll me plus
What?
superior.
Okay.
You get one that's right, up, left, right, and then you get one that's right, left, up, right, left, and then you get one that matches the specialist directions. All of them are just doing this hand movements as you're just like in compliance.
Man, what the hell? He just goes with the initial directions because at least it had two of the same. It's like, God, man, who built this base?
Told you, I'm really wondering why the people don't go through the vents all the time.
Convoluted set of halls I've ever encountered in my life.
Yeah, you're going through and it's just like the Death Star.
I'm sure all this shit looks the same too.
Oh yeah.
This chasm. You must have taken a wrong turn.
Oh God, there's no landmarks. Just trying to
Yeah,
go.
there's these weird signs that have minute changes and whatever characters are on the wall.
Yeah, you just don't read. Jeez.
Yeah, you can't read my alien language.
Yeah.
And then so you get to this point where you're at the quarters. Verification going to the room with Rock and Roller on route. And then where's Bastion going?
I was at the advisors.
Oh, you were wait, okay, so everyone's converging on the advisor. Two different
I was after the one guy with the.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
following.
that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
no, you were after the forked tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Seems so.
wait. That's forked. That's forked tongue. God damn it.
Yeah, he was on forked tongue duty, and Bastion was sent to the advisors to locate the captain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on.
What's up?
So for
All
that,
right, so we're going on for verification. And Sebastian, you get to the room. Doors normal. For all that. Okay, in any case, yeah, you guys just go straight in.
Mm-hmm.
So verification, you get there for first, obviously. You know the base better than Bastion take a little bit long.
didn't have a distance advantage though.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't we be like around the same time? Like he knows the base better, but I was closer to it.
You weren't exactly closer to it. It's because you also had like mixed directions and your burns were worn off at this point because it.
Boo! All right.
Mm-hmm.
Any case, you get to the room and verification. You just the doors open to your keypad initial, and you walk in, and yeah, you definitely see the where the wall was melted when it took the free plasma lance side of it, and there's Bastion. You can see these as kind of like rudimentary file cabinets that have been shuffled and ruffled. And the computer screen is still on verification.
Are there any exits to the room?
Just the one.
Hmm.
It's a pretty simple room. Actually, I lied. There is one exit, but that goes into like a person, kind of like apartment, and that has no like sides, and that is currently fastened.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, where were those plasma burns? Like,
You would walk through the door, and then kind of like south, kind of like in this kind of area. So there's like file cabinets along this wall. His desk is with the computer light. Your entryway is here. Apartment.
I rush into the apartment.
Bed. Bathroom. And then you like, and so the plasma burns are like.
The room is obviously empty, right?
Yeah, it's empty. Like there's just you. The lights are on,
Okay.
and it looks like it's been ransacked.
I rush into the inner room.
Like there's paper strewn alongside the ground. To the left. And
while he's checking the other room, can I check the computer to see what was recently accessed?
it's in Alien.
Yep. He's just like, hey, is there anything that he'd need permission from the advisor to access? He must have stolen something.
verification.
Oh.
Okay. If you need to, we can put a pause on. If it's like really that unbearable.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Let's try this. Give it a shot. Okay.
Connecticut lockjaw is not a.
Hmm?
Connecticut, they always spoke with like their jaws closed.
No, it's not lockjaw. Tongue.
Maybe you stretch something or torn.
Possibly. Anyway, it's entirely possible.
So for that role, I would like you to do belong to.
Hmm?
Huh?
What role?
Belong in two worlds.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the dossier for each of the assignments and like their skills, ability, like unfiltered, would have had to been, and all the judgment,
Oh, all the dirt.
all the dirt.
I'm surprised not even the captain knew. Um. Was he looking? I yelled at Bastion. Was he looking for dossiers?
I mean, I can't read any of this. He just kind of like.
Does it look like a dossier?
Our God in the sky does it?
It looks like kind of a weird
Does it have a picture of someone in it? Anything that makes it go, yeah, this is a dossier.
not really.
Great.
It's more like a memo to yourself. Like a laundry.
Looks more like a list.
Oh. Is there anything in the apartment?
Is there anything in the apartment? No. Although that's been turned out, though the cabinet has been turned over, like the chest. But there's only been like clothings and baubles and stuff, and there's a piece of rusted wire.
Okay. I turn around and calm to the entire base. This is an all points bulletin. Track down the captain. He appears to be the primary suspect in the call advisor's death. Approach with caution.
You get an affirmative from operations. and security.
Mm-hmm.
The rest, you folk, want to get back to um, yeah, we're gonna go back to rock and
All right.
roll, where you're following
Fork tongue, right?
Fork Tongue, and kind of hear that like he looks back at you and he has that robot voice and goes, why are you continuing?
Can I roll to see if he actually sees me? Because I'm trying to be stealthy properly.
Oh, then freak.
All right, cool. Okay.
Condition unstable or temporary.
I guess I take the condition, and I guess I take insecure because I'm kind of alone in this alien base, and I already proven that I don't know what I'm doing actually. So yeah, I'm a little bit insecure about all of this.
Alright, yeah. This ain't the usual rock and roll flair. Intrigue, investigation, round.
God damn it! Why is everything so complicated?
Nice.
But
So yeah,
follow.
you kind of get to the point where you're invisible to him. He takes a look around, but he doesn't. Funny, weird. You have this kind of like roast drumming that is made of a field around you,
Yeah.
and so you follow him off to the where you came from with the drones, and they've broken out. One front is just dead.
Wait, what? One of the drones?
One of the grunts is dead. One of the drones is knocked down. There's the big the only specialist you can see here is Fork Tongue, as he takes up his own cannons and starts chipping away at the third. Both of his cannons kind of like go into that weird kind of like angle as two of them trap the drone and two of them start working away on its lower core sections.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, actually no, it's the upper core section.
Are they the same model?
Yeah, they're the same model.
Oh fuck. Okay, I think I report that to the other guys and like whisper, guys, this fork tongue guy, he has the same models in this giant backpack.
Oh, and of the drones? No, he doesn't have. That's not what's. I'm sorry. I thought you.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant the drones themselves.
No. Okay. Oh.
So wait, is the thing that he's facing the same model, or the thing that he's
facing this?
Okay, so it looks like the captain owned the same model drones, right?
Yes.
Is this coming from the captain's room? All right.
Yes.
Okay.
And what is Fork Tongue doing now?
He's blasting, kind of like he's using his left arm cannons, and they're kind of like dancing around it to kind of like trap it into his other two. So there's like 4 laser beams spreading across, kind of like forcing it into the other 2 beams.
Would it be the same pattern that the advisor had?
You'd have to check for it. Like you'd have to like.
Yeah, I would try that. I mean,
it's roll me an assess at a minus.
Okay, so superior.
Eyeballing it.
Okay. Let's go. Come on, baby. Nope.
Eyeballing it is pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to spend some time afterwards, get measurements from both the body.
Yeah, I'm not about that. Fuck that.
In any case, he kind of like from it. It's like he's getting to the point where he just starts using the one hand. The encounter suits are now protecting the one guy and just sure it doesn't get to like any of the spots with they've gummed up the vents.
So the thing that was in the captain's room is not coming out, I assume.
It's making like a stand there, and Fork Tongue eventually with one laser action forces it into the room where he goes to like the side of the door closer to on what would be the left side of the door if you were facing it.
Mm-hmm.
And from his backpack you can see like the cylinder knockout. He it looks to be a grenade as he primes it and he rolls it in, and he gets and then that robot voice goes cover, and you also hear like a word also blurred out in that's weird English tongue. You manage to get yourself out of the way as just the floods with fire
Mm.
and kind of like bright white. Verification, you hear captain room situation dealt with.
Acknowledged.
So Rock and Roller relayed what he saw, right?
Yeah. Just live updates. Just telling you what Fork Tongue is doing, probably.
Did you
Yeah.
help him?
The report came from kind of like just kind of like looking. You like he looks inside, and like from over his shoulder, you look inside, and just the room is swag. As the walls are melted, the floor is buried together, and everything that was like inside, it's like power is dead, and whatever was in here is melted.
Well, so much for that evidence.
I mean, actually, destroying evidence is like one of the major signs of being guilty. He wiped his entire room, and he was last seen in a room that is now completely turned over.
And he had weird weapon technology in his chest.
And he had the drones that we saw that could have been used to attack the advice. Like, so much evidence is pointing towards him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just have to find him.
Seriously.
Well, it wasn't a self-destruct thing. It was just the guy swagged it with a grenade.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't understand.
No, guys, he like breached and cleared the room.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to follow, but you kind of clip in and out on my end, which I guess is not unusual for me.
Because I'm trying to use stack, and I guess it's not sensitive enough.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was like my internet like killing itself or it was your mic. Because man, like the last couple of Discord calls have been rough on my end.
It's the same with me.
Oh, okay. Bastion asks verification. That thing that you guys use to track each other's armors, does it like?
Does this work?
So far.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was moving it towards the wrong side of it. So this should definitely. So yeah, he breached and cleared the room, guys.
Mm-hmm.
He threw the grenade and everything is swag. Okay. I don't know how to work Discord voice activation apparently, so sorry there, folks.
Yeah, he's gonna ask verification. Does that tracker thing? Does it like give out an extra heat signature off the suit?
The suits themselves have integrated plasma generators. they'll definitely be hot enough on their own.
You can give me like a yes, no, if it like in the chat if that makes it easier on you. But he's just curious if there is anything that would be able to help him identify the heat signature that armor would give off in opposition to like everyone else's. Like if by having his heat tracker off, like would his suit be colder? Oh yeah, we could do that too. And yeah, I'm gonna try to generate burn again. Because this is a way to make sure that this works.
Oh.
Travis, you're gonna have to repeat that.
I'm gonna try to generate burn.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Roll those conditions. Oof.
So that was what is it again? 2 or
That's
3?
free conditions, I think, and 2 burn.
Cool. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, verification wants to use the team move.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. You know what?
All right. So we're gonna get through what Bastion wants, and I think we're gonna call it. Because Ted, I'm not gonna cross over existing transponder list. Okay, so you're looking for.
I'm
basically using kind of like where the plasma's getting a little bit higher in the station, because it's pretty uniform, and any kind of like exhaust would definitely do it.
Yeah, like he's using overcharge to basically have an idea of everything's heat signature in the base, and we cross reference it with the transmitters to see what heat signature that is like obviously a suit is not actually currently being monitored.
Okay. So, first of all, we're going to spend a team from verification to bump that burn up to a 7, so you don't have to spend that much.
Yeah.
So verification, you notice like Bastion's getting a little bit of hot, so you take like a fire extinguisher, right? And you like blow that all over him, and Bastion, you're able to balance your fire inside your heart, and you can.
The spirit of justice that blazes within me.
You can overcharge the furnace that is your soul.
Perfect. And then yeah, that's how he's spending his burn. He's using it for good old overcharge to extend my senses.
Okay. So with a 12, you definitely get a feel like the heart of this place. It has this humongous fire next to it. That's just purple, and it spreads all throughout the base. And every other, you see 5 different, you see verifications is different from everybody else's. And the fact that it's an older mile, and it kind of like looks like a cindering almost. Like it's not yet quite caught fire. And you look down and you see 3 others, obviously. One near Rock and Roller's kind of like energy source, which looks to you like one of those Tesla balls. And its focal point is not the body, but his guitar, and you also see like different shades of purple for the training room. This humongous one by the armory is just this bright flare, and you see evidence. And by the gigantic heart of the place is another smaller fire. almost magenta.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay that over, and Bastion's gonna make a call shot and assume it's the magenta one by the big fire that is not being monitored right now.
Good, I did get that actually different enough. Magenta written percent. So we've all found this kind of like tri-rail of Sam looking down at the base. We see verification start jetting down the corridors, and we see
Rock and roller do something.
rock and roller like looking over forked tongue's shoulder as he just forked tongue is just walking back to the hangar. And in all these in one frame before the issue ends, we see in an homage almost to like Star Wars Episode 4, we see this kind of like canister that Sprawl was looking down to, and there's a woman in a kind of like spacesuit. And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Ooh. All right. Sweet.
End of session moves.
Yeah, no problem.
No, it's all good, man. I need time to fold my laundry anyway, whatever. Also probably need to get some more of that Gatorade, because I am burning the candle.
I could say that I grew closer to the team because Sam helped me, even so I
Not like droned to death.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think I give you the influence, and instead of marking potential, I heal my insecure, I think. Because a rockstar can't stay insecure for long, especially someone that's so oblivious to reality than a rock and roller, so show must go on.
I think since you kind of bumped up a little plan of yours that it caused a lot of danger, superior down danger up.
Superior down danger up?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, cool. Sounds good.
I think Bastion's gonna grow into his own image for himself, and I think he kind of throughout this particular leg of the journey, he is realizing more and more, especially as he's moved to Nova out of Protege, that he is more of a soldier than a thinker, and so I think he's going to move Superior down and Mundane up because he's learning that, like, he's just not cut out for this investigation business, and he's, it's someone. You're only human. You can't be perfect at everything. For verification, what can move?
Verification is going to grow closer to you.
Yeah, I don't know what he can move. Okay, so I would say, What to move? Because I mean, the obvious one would be move superior, which is the only one that can't move.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe it's mundane up.
Yeah, maybe mundane up.
And freak down.
Yeah, like he's showing like this has been him in his element. Like instead of how strange he is, compared to Earthlings, he's showing how
Yeah.
kind of
Right now we are the aliens.
yeah, we're the weird ones out.
Right.
He looks like he's in his place.
Yeah. Well, rock and rollers everywhere. Alien. All right.
So I think we're all good.